Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing God of War Ragnarok. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're going over the river and through the woods. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So there was an argument between Kratos and Atreus got upset and was going to do something impulsive and kind of did. He ended up in Ironwood, spent some time with Angrboda, gathering materials basically for her, but also getting some crafting materials and upgrades for ourselves. So it was a win-win. We got all the marbles, and now there was a wolf that got trapped, but Angrboda didn't want Atreus to get involved at all. So I think we're going to get some background information on that, and we're going to move on, and it feels like our time in the Ironwood is coming to an end. Now Atreus has this bond with animals that he can talk to, or at least feel what they're feeling. Now with this animal in particular, Gryla took the soul. So it's still alive, but it has no soul. So basically kind of like a zombie. Lights are on, but nobody's home kind of thing. Atreus is upset because wolves really have, I think, are near and dear since they pull the sled at his home in the woods, and then of course Fenrir passed, and I think he was very connected with that particular wolf, and then there were some magic things going on that he wasn't aware of, but Kratos was, so although he wasn't sure. And all throughout our adventure here in Ironwood, we've seen like some things of gigantic proportion. So not just like these barrels, which are very large. There was some chainmail that was, or something that looked like chainmail that was really big. So these giants, Angrboda and Atreus, are both giants, but they're not gigantic in proportion. And you can consider Atreus not to be a quote true giant, because he's only part giant because his mother was giant, but his father obviously is not. Is that the same way with Angrboda, or is that not the case? Obviously, we're going to get a little bit more background with her family.
Is that like one of those trees from earlier?
Yeah, it's like a leaf, but also like a lizard. Very interesting. Get a little bit of hack silver from these things, and probably could have waited because I think we just go through here, although it would have been kind of down and around a little bit. Alright, so we're making our way slowly to Gryla's house. There's a lot of... There's already some lore about Gryla the witch. We won't really go into it. But Gryla was in mythology, if not necessarily having to do with what's going on in God of War Ragnarok. Another one of these werewolves. They are such beefy opponents. It's a little, I don't want to say absurd, but I mean, it's intended to be a longer engagement, and I'm trying to stun him, because obviously that would be the way to go. There we go. But it took a lot of effort to get to that point. It's not like most of these guys like this. You whack them for a couple seconds, and then they're stunned unless they run away. There we go. 2 down, 1 to go, looks like. Alright. And then we got a decent amount of experience. We lost some health, but we got some back, so. Just gonna knock the shield off of there. Ooh, that was right towards me. Talking about Laufey. Angerboda knows a decent amount about giants in general, and some of the specific giants she has information on, but not all of them. I guess it would be kind of like, you know, if you lived in a town your whole life, you may not know every single person that lives in that town and what their business is about, unless it's a very, very small town. And even then. Alright, so we got to the front door. The front door is quite gigantic. So her grandmother is, well, there's a tether point. But how do we get to it? That's the question. Well, there's a way up here, so that is the most likely answer. There we go. But Angerboda cannot take the same way, so we'll have to help her out. Nothing that way, so we just turn around, and there's got to be... Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta look right through the hole. There we go. So now my way across is gone. So this was a one-way trip. She can live moments from their lives. So it gives them a kind of nirvana, that feeling like everything's okay and nothing bad will ever happen, but it's fake. It's not real. Man, this is the home of a giant. Yeah, when we're talking about giants, this is the, at least me, I thought this is what all the giants would be like. Like, oh, Loki's only, you know, part giant, so, you know, he's a one-off, he's small.
Hey, you know my future, and it doesn't involve us getting killed by your grandma.
Alright, so we need to get to the basement. Basement's locked, and the door is really big. Doesn't quite seem to be in proportion. It'd be difficult to get down there if you were a giant. It seems like it's almost like a crawl space. Because think about, well, maybe. But it really seemed like it was a little bit short. So, giant's big but short.
Me too. I'm not hearing their voice.
Alright, we opened up this way, and it was certainly something to check out. Hack silver only. But you never know when you're going down a path if it's going to be, first of all, if it's going to be the right path or not, and then if it's going to be what the reward is if you find something. Yeah, it feels just a little bit off.
Find a way back.
Proportions seem just a little bit off. I don't know why. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff in our way. We just need to hit this. And then that should open it up. There we go. And a couple of things to pick up. Shattered Rune and Hack Silver. I'm not sure which one I knocked down from the bucket. Certainly plenty of things here that are large. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Lots of cages. I mean, you would think this was the home of a trapper, hunter. A big, that's a big snake. That's not a regular size snake. Not much we can do about it. Atreus has an idea.
What?
Oof.
Never mind.
You don't have a least favorite giant.
No. You can't.
Your mother said I'd know what to do with these.
Yes, eventually. I just gave them to you.
I know. But,
You'll know what to do with them eventually.
right?
So she's basically saying, this is not the right time.
Are you sure?
No.
Well, at least he was being honest. Are you sure? No. Man, look at him. First try and he's pulling souls out.
I actually don't know how to do this part.
I don't know what to do here.
Together?
Line.
Thank you.
Vecca. Vecca leccaheim meccaheimi ho. Well, it worked.
Wait. That's it? Where's it going? That even work?
That even work? Well, whether it worked or not.
But you're giving up already? They're your responsibility.
Not that. It's not. I just...
All of a sudden, I feel like Atreus has doubt. Before, he was just so sure about everything. Like, oh, I'm the champion, I'm Loki, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I can't do anything wrong. And now it's, oh, I just did something wrong. And there's
Up those stairs again.
no way that I can fix it.
I just...
We'll have to get out the same way we came in. She can't know we're here.
We better put that cut back when we get to it.
That's life, Atreus. Just because Kratos helped you out and kept you safe doesn't mean that every choice that you were making was right. And you make mistakes. That's just the way it is. Man, these stairs are tremendous.
We have to close the door.
I've got it.
Close the door. Oh, look at that. And it even locked when it closed. I think. And she's able to just jump up all at once. So now we gotta right the cup. So it makes it look like nobody was here. And then leave.
Enough whining.
Not so fast. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Gryla is quite large.
I just want to kill him.
No, because we are going to stop her. The wood is for too long.
Maybe
Just not
30? 30 feet? That was close.
Should be thanking me.
What good does a soul do anybody?
Just a vessel for pain.
Oof. I feel like she's talking from experience.
okay. The cauldron. Without it, she'll have no use for the source. I'll distract her. You free the wolf. Then we bring the cauldron.
Alright, so we're gonna free the wolf and then destroy the cauldron. So,
We can't hide from
what's the cauldron for?
Go.
Some sort of witchcraft.
I told you never to come back here.
That's right.
Never come back here.
Things are and you refuse to be one of them.
Alright, so slowly get over there. There we go. Oof. Swiped. I don't know, I still feel like proportions are a little bit off. Like she grabbed Atreus, had her hand all the way around,
Here, follow me. Hurry.
but she seems like she's...
This way.
She should be like 60 feet tall. So tall as 10 men on top of each other.
Sure you want to go back there?
But on the other hand, she seems shorter, maybe 20 feet tall. 20 to 30 feet tall, somewhere in that range. Depending on how tall you think Atreus is. And there's an awful lot of those red
Over there. Got it?
mushrooms around.
Can you swing across?
Alright, let's quietly get over there. Stealth tactics. No. Whoa. Getting smacked around.
Enough of your snark. Here in my humble home. Having a bit of fun.
Yeah, I don't think we want to stay on the floor. Ah, there we go. So hit the cauldron that actually will... Oop. What did I run into? The wall? There we go. It does a lot of stun damage. Like doing that is doesn't really do a whole lot.
You'll forget all about your own blood.
Is she dumping souls? Throwing souls at us? Yeah, we just go back and forth. Looks like that's a pretty good way to go about it. It's a good way to avoid these soul missiles. Yeah, she's kind of holding it to the side, making it harder to hit. Oh, there we go. Stunned.
Why are even here?
Thought I could go up and do like a stun grab type deal. Yeah, I don't want to get caught in the corner again. Oop. Now you gotta stay off the counter, at least for a little while. Oop. Nope. Can't get up there yet. Let's try something that'll at least take her down a little bit. If we can stun her, that's gonna do a lot more. Might be safe up on the counter again. Let's take a look. That was quite long. Ah, she's over here. There we go. Stunned. Yeah, look at that. That was a decent amount of... I've done nothing to you. That's right. No stealing the souls. Now she's keeping the cauldron hidden. Okay, so we gotta move around. Probably could have just swung over. Oop. Gotta get down now. I don't like the little spin move he does. There we go. Stun. I did a decent amount of stun damage. See if we can lure her over. Yeah, she's backing up. She's like, nope, not gonna do that again. Ooh, I got hit. As she was getting stunned, I think. There we go. This should be it. There we go. Ah, now we can do a stun grab. Alright, this should be it. Oop, almost it. I always forget about that attack she has. Don't get to use it that often. She's so strong. She's a giant. What do you expect? She's got giant strength. Use your knife with a soul in it. It's mine. Yeah. Now what is she doing with those souls? What was she doing with the souls?
I saved you.
Saved you from yourself.
I should have thrown you to the wolves right after I pulled you out of your mouth.
Yikes.
Get out!
Angry. Gryla's a little bit angry.
No. Let's go.
But Angerboda doesn't want to take action. Like, oh, she's still
You think you've done something
relative.
here, granddaughter?
You think that you're done something?
Oh, nothing.
Yikes.
And no
Keep
one will
walking.
ever remember you.
Just keep walking.
Not even Loki. You will just be a forgotten chapter in his story. He'll be too busy mourning his father.
Man, that's rough.
If I see you again, you'll wish you died with your parents.
Yeah, so we don't know what happened to her parents. Yeah, that look says it all. You know, I can't help but think that when we got here, Angerboda was in pretty high spirits. And the longer we've been here, like, her spirits have just roller coastered down. And I think she's hit just about rock bottom. Ah, that's nice.
Just the way she always was.
She was basically on her own her whole life after her parents,
Not a monster. You know,
whatever happened to her parents.
she's
Guess we're not going to hear about that. But her grandmother kind of took care of her.
Wanna walk?
Yeah, probably a good idea. And walk away from there. Whatever her grandmother is going to do, it's not going to be anything with you two.
gone longer than you think.
Anthropoda.
It's fine. This was a long time coming.
Yeah, it certainly makes you wonder.
The other side of this path.
Well then, that's 2 out of 3.
Best 2 out of 3.
Race me. Come on.
I see what you're doing.
You know you want a rematch after last time.
I appreciate it.
How some giants are giant and some giants are not.
I'm pretty sure it was a tie.
Is it
Wasn't.
is it genetic where it's only like the quote pureblood giants that are giant and the rest of them are not?
You coming or what?
That's what you get. She's on the desert fox.
Watch the turn here.
Ah, he's got his own trick up his sleeve.
Absolutely no
We're
idea
going
what to say. This field
wolf
always
versus fox. Who will win?
I assume
Yeah,
your
you
nose
get
is
to
much
see
better like this.
you get to see that there's actually life
You're not getting
here
tired now, are you?
with you know, the birds and the flowers and the animals and whatnot, everything that's else that is here that you don't necessarily always see.
Asa, faster!
So it's not just trees and rocks. Ooh, nice.
I don't think so.
Like I've said it before and I'll say it again. You know, the environment,
You really
the
went
picture,
Work for it.
the
You rode a magic fox the whole way.
the region
Loki.
with the backdrop and everything just looks so alive.
So hard on you.
You can really feel like this is a whole nother world.
Well, I suppose you're ready to get home then. I'll meet you by the shrine when you're
Explore the treehouse or go home.
You don't want to? Your prophecy was less clear on when you have to go.
My prophet.
Your prophecy was less clear on when you leave.
You still don't believe it, do you?
Huh. Something happened with this mural.
I can't. I think I'm being stupid.
I think you care for your dad so much you can't conceive of a world.
Yeah.
Come here. I need to show you something.
What happens when you have a immovable object and an unstoppable force? Basically, don't jump to conclusions there, Atreus, because you can't rely on prophecy.
Prophet? My nerd?
Laufey.
I wish it were no.
Well, we've already known. We know that she has gone back to the light.
To the parent.
In the previous game, we went to Alfheim, and she was in the Lake of Souls, or within the light somewhere. Her soul was there, so we got to see her at that point.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, what are these
I
marbles?
appreciate it.
And why does every giant have one regardless of
But
whether it's occupied. It's almost like, oh, whenever a giant's born, you get a marble.
Stories with our endings already written. What happens to you now?
Yeah, I think Atreus at this point kind of feels like he's not worthy, kind of like he's a pawn in someone else's game.
Like I said, once you're gone, my part in this is over.
Once you're gone, my part's over. Well, not really over, because don't you still have the bag of marbles and you're supposed to give it to him? For a second, I thought he was gone.
Your part is as big as you want it to be.
That was very inspirational of Atreus. Your part is as big as you want it to be. That's more than what I thought he was capable of at this point.
I can't just sit back and let my dad die.
Yeah. Work against the prophecy and hope for the best. I mean, that's about all you can do. You know, these storylines in this game or any game, it's not like they diverge and you can, with a few exceptions, and change the ending. So it's almost like you're following a prophecy in all the games, even though you don't know how it's going to end. You have an idea of where it's going. So in that respect, it's very similar. You're on this track going ever forward towards the end, whatever that end happens to be. Alright, so hold the marble tight because we don't want to lose it. Kind of like, what was that? Polar Express. Where he woke up and checked his pocket and the bell was gone. Dorothy and the tornado.
Like that?
Uh-oh. That doesn't look quite right. I mean, she said we were gone longer than we thought, but Sindri's house really took a turn if it's looking like that. Oh. Yeah, home. You did say home. You didn't say Sindri's home. Mm-hmm. And the barrier's down. So you got a whole bunch of Draugr just waiting for you. Ooh, man, and almost lost the marble. Put it in your pouch.
Other home.
Other home. Nope, that's not gonna work. Now you're in trouble. You got a whole bunch of Draugr that you got to deal with now. Well, at least it's home territory. Oop. Apparently more than one Draugr. One down, and who knows how many to go. Oof. At least 4 more. One with a shield. There we go. Took one out. Oh, another one. Is that 2 with a shield? There. Oh, there we go. Shield bash? I don't know if you can call it a shield bash. That was a nice block. There we go. Use those runic attacks. There we go. Ooh. You know, sometimes you never know if they're going to attack right away when there's the red arrow or not. There we go. Nice. Luckily, the portal's right there. So we can get back to Sindri's house. For a second, I thought maybe he wouldn't be able to get back. Like, he wouldn't have the ability to get back. Oh, busted.
I wanted to visit Fenrir.
For 2 days. Do not
Ooh, and he was gone for 2 days. Yikes. Time moves a little bit differently back there
You?
in Ironwood. And of course, you can't say where we've been, so that makes it really not great. Like Kratos knows he's hiding something, just not what.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow.
Alright,
Because all that matters is that you are safe.
see where this
That's not what that
goes.
matters.
But that's it.
Who's
I hope you
Kratos?
enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and
Sure
subscribing.
about that?
And we'll see you next time.
What do you know?
I can't talk about it. But I just need you to trust me. You kept secrets, but I trust you.
That is not the same.
Why not? You hid things. Mother hid things. You had good reasons, and so do I. Why can't you just...
Later.
No! Remember us?
Not sure this is a Valkyrie we've met, lad.
How do you know?
He's corporeal, but different. Looks like the bastard's finally done it.
We don't want to fight! We freed your sister! Talk this out!
She's not messing about, is she?
No.
Father! Are you okay?
Focus on the enemy, not me.
That was close.
We're not the bad guys here!
Poison! Don't touch it!
What do we do to you?
Every agony. Every violation imaginable.
Atreus! You do not want this! Calm your mind! Control it! She was our friend. Atreus. Atreus. Are you harmed?
Maybe. For the moment. You're of more use to me. Alive.
Atreus. Home.
Home. Really?
You will tell the truth when I return. Now I must set things right.
We'll take him. Oh, Your Majesty. A pleasure to see you again.
Rodnifer. Do not let him out of your sight.
You heard him, Sunshine. Come on, get a move on.
What is it you want?
I refuse to remain bound to this realm. We travel to Vanaheim.
Well, guess it's just us then. One gateway to Vanaheim coming right up.
If you are still bound, how will you travel?
I crafted a protection ward that'll keep me from being pulled out of the realm. It should hold until I find what I need.
And what is that?
The source of the magic that binds me to Midgard. We're going to find it and destroy it.
I will help you. But it will not change what I have done.
I know. That's why I still might kill you when this is over.
We going or what? Ain't going nowhere without this. Where would you muckspouts even be without me?
And what is it you expect to need Kratos for, Highness? Clearly you've been quite capable of breaking Odin's curses on your own.
The other curses grew weak from Fimbulwinter, but I still needed help to break them. This one is held strong.
So all that trying to kill him, that's just your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you didn't. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map. Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
And what makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beefwit brother of yours.
Freyr is not a part of this.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrote, too.
I can feel the pull of the binding curse. Its source is further in. Follow me.
Mugger, got a Muspelheim shit pit out here.
And nearly as fragrant. Suppose Fimbulwinter's to blame. But if it helps these two find peace...
This is a temporary alliance, Mimir. Anything beyond that would require trust.
Oh, please. You know damn well Kratos isn't the true cause of your suffering.
You're both as much a part of my suffering as anyone.